I pop in my ammo, blasted everything, call me Rambo. That's the consequence when ignoring this demo. Try my best to be humble, but people are trouble, so I'm ready to rumble, but I'm drunk, so it's...
Hey guys, Ken the Movie King, and I gotta tell you guys right off the bat, if you hear some noise in the background, I'm really sorry about it. Neighbors noisy, they'll always be noisy. That's the problem with it, so you're always gonna hear them, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, let me get right into this. We are gonna do, I'm gonna do a top 3, which I've not done a top 3 or top 5, top 10 for a long period of time. I took a break on it because I wanted to do some reviews and other things. So I decided, you know what, let me just get back in. And I'm going to do the same thing like I've done last time where I call out some YouTubers. And I want you guys to go check out their channel and subscribe to their channel as well. It's a good thing to, like, you know, connect and see other people's opinion. It's a really cool thing. I like doing it. But I'm going to call 2 people out. I'm going to actually do it right now. So basically, when I call you out, I want you to do your top 3 of the subject. And today's topic is going to be top 3 movies that should not be remade. They're impossible to be remade. Basically, they're a type of movie that it's going to fail no matter what. These are all my opinion. Just like when the YouTubers, whoever I call out, they give theirs. It's their opinion as well. So if you don't agree, it's okay. I mean, this is all our opinions. We have our opinions. But these are going to be my top 3 that I feel are unable to be remade. You can remake it. You can. They can come out. They can remake them. But it's going to fail. They just can't hit the original. And I decided to do this topic because there's a couple of remakes coming out nowadays. We've heard that they're doing a remake of Chucky. Here's the picture. I mean, here's how the new Chucky movie is coming out, so I don't know what's your guys' take on that, so you guys can let me know if you watch this video, what's your opinion about the remake. I'm curious, like I said, curious, not excited, but curious. Also, just recently we've heard that James Wan, the director of Insidious, The Conjuring, and now is doing Aquaman, is remaking the Korean zombie movie, Train to Busan. And I love that movie. That was, in my opinion, it's one of the greatest zombie movies that have been out in a while. Like, it just was such an awesome and very emotional movie. And James Wan was making that movie, and I don't know about that. I don't know if it's going to be able to top it. That's just my opinion. But anyways, let me call the 2 YouTubers out that after this video, you're done watching it. Why don't you get, I want you to hear your guys' opinion. If you don't do a video, that's fine. But I would love to hear you guys' opinion, and make sure you guys go to their channel and subscribe. These guys' channels are awesome. So the first one, I put it on here because my memory's not as good as it used to be. I do Muay Thai. I get punched in the head a lot. My memory's kind of... But anyways, the first person I'm going to do is Horrific Nightmares, JM. This is an awesome channel. If you're, sorry about that, but if you're a horror fan, check out his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Trust me. It's an awesome channel, and horror fans, I'm really telling you guys, if you're a horror fan, this channel is one you should go to, subscribe, and check out his content. Awesome. The other YouTuber, I love his videos, and he hasn't put a video out for a while. I'm waiting for his videos, and he has like the awesome steelbook collection, and honestly, he has better steelbooks than me. I'm not even gonna deny that. He has way more steelbooks than me, and much better. And every time I see his steelbook, I'm always like, come on, man, is this really... Where is he getting all these? I don't know, but they're awesome. The next YouTuber I'm calling out is Foxtail Cinematics, so go to his channel as well. And if you love Blu-ray updates, he always has Blu-ray updates. That's what he always got, is Blu-ray updates, and he has the best steelbooks, So subscribe to the channels, and I want to hear you guys, the 2 YouTubers, I want to hear your guys' opinion. As I said, you don't need to feel obligated. You don't need to make a video if you don't want to. But I would love to hear you guys' video on this topic. Anyways, let's get to mine. Now, let me honorable mention before I start with my top 3. They've greenlit the movie, then they pushed it back, they pull it off, people cancel it, yada 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 yada. But I'm talking about the Crow remake. That's not part of my top, but I'm just going to mention it for right now. I know Jason Momoa was supposed to be it. I think he's pulled out. Aquaman himself was supposed to be the Crow. And At one point, it was supposed to be Mark Wahlberg, but the problem is, this is a Brandon Lee movie that should just not be touched. One, for the respect of Brandon Lee, and I love Brandon Lee. I think he's an awesome movie. Awesome actor. What do you mean movie? Rapid Fire is an awesome movie. Showdown Little Tokyo, very, very awesome actor, and it's unfortunate that he didn't get to live on to do some other excellent movies. Sucks. So I think for the respect of Brandon Lee, just to leave that movie alone. And honestly, there have been other Crow movies that have never, ever touched the original. And I honestly think even if they remake it, it's not going to touch the original. I'm not going to go on a rant here about the Crow, but that's going to be my honorable mention. Now let's go to the top 3. This is not no order. This is just my opinion. When I think about remakes, I'm like, there's no way in hell this movie is going to succeed. Now, the first movie, and I have to pull it up because I heard there's something on the director. Alright, so my number 3, I'm going to start with number 3. Number 3 is going to be Joe Carnahan. I'm probably pronouncing this director's name, but he is supposedly going to remake the Raid remake. And honestly, in my opinion, the Raid cannot be touched. It's a classic movie. It's always going to be remembered. Especially people that are fans of martial art movies will always respect the Raid movies. They're awesome, awesome martial art. The fight choreography in that movie is excellent. And honestly, will not be able to top it. If they remake it, pretty sure there's going to be some shaky cam, or there's going to be some wire work, or some unnatural fights that you're just kind of like, this is not the Raid. The cool thing about the Raid movie is the realistic fight approach, the brutality when it came to it. And yeah, I'm not saying that the remake won't be brutal, but the director has made movies like Smoking Aces. I'm not really a fan of Smoking Aces. He has made a straight-to-DVD movie called Narc. I remember seeing it, remember not caring for it. So the director already, it's not like somebody like, can probably do justice to the remake of The Raid. I just don't see it happening. I don't see any success. That's my opinion when it comes to The Raid. I think it's a movie that just, they can't capture what the original was. And the director of the original Grade movie, who's coming out with a Netflix movie called Apostle. If you haven't seen the trailers, it's out already. He's also the one that actually made this movie. It was because of him. I mean, it's the director himself. I mean, his passion for it. People are just remaking it, to cash in. It's not going to be as great as the first movie. And also, Mad Dog, I haven't seen this movie in a while, so I might be saying his name wrong, but Mad Dog, who was the main villain that, the two main leads were, the brothers were fighting him in the end, both of them were fighting him. He was the fight choreographer of the movie. Now, I don't know if they're going to bring him back for the remake. Pretty sure it's not going to happen that way. I don't think it's going to happen, but anyways, I'm not going to go on it, keep on going on, but that's my number 3. It's The Raid. I just don't think it's a movie that can be remade. Okay, my number two, I've mentioned this movie a lot on my channel, but there's another movie that they're talking about remaking, and I don't think they just can do justice when it comes to this movie, and that is the Korean movie, I Saw the Devil. Now, if you've never seen this movie, this is a very brutal revenge movie. Yes, it's a very brutal revenge movie. It's not Taken. It's not like that. That's soft when it comes to I Saw the Devil. I Saw the Devil is brutal as hell. And I'm not saying that a movie getting remade here is not going to be brutal as hell. No, I'm not saying that, but they're going to cut us so much, especially if they don't want to have, show in the theater. They're going to cut it. They're going to cut it. They take the brutality to a next level when it comes to this movie. And I'm pretty sure that the remake here is going to get watered down, just like when they did with Martyrs remake and the Inside remake. So the director that is planning to remake this movie is Adam Wingard, who did the Blair Witch remake or sequel or whatever the fuck that is. Disappointing movie, nonetheless. If you guys liked it, that's cool for you. But for me, I'm not a fan of that movie. He did the Netflix movie Death Note, which I checked it out, and it was okay, but at the same time it was, I don't know, it wasn't all that. I guess that's based off a graphic novel. I don't know how true it was based off the novel. He did do The Guest, and I love The Guest, but I honestly think it's because of the lead actor. who in my honest opinion, and if you guys know, if you guys are new to my channel and don't know, I'm a huge Godzilla fan, and I know he's currently working on Godzilla vs. King Kong. After the next Godzilla movie, it will be Godzilla vs. King Kong, and he's working on that. But he is also working on a remake with I Saw the Devil, and I honestly don't think it's a movie that's able to get remade. That's just my opinion. Oh, and I forgot to mention that. Let's backtrack for a second. But I forgot to mention that when they were going to remake The Raid, they were planning to catch the Hemsworth brothers, Liam and Chris Hemsworth, to be the leads in the Raid movie. I mean, as much as I enjoyed the Thor, him playing the Thor, his younger brother for one, I don't see him doing anything that's I enjoy. And honestly, I just don't see them playing the leads in The Raid. The Raid's such a great martial art movie. Do you see, like, I mean, Chris Hemsworth's such a big guy. I mean, doing martial, I don't know. I'm going back to The Raid, but let's get back to I Saw the Devil. It's a movie I just don't see it getting remade. And the actors that played in the original I Saw the Devil movie, they really brought life to the movie. And the villain in I Saw the Devil, who was the lead in Old Boy, which is another movie they remade and didn't do justice, in my opinion. Spike Lee did the remake of Old Boy. I mean, he brought so much to... You hated this character. You hated... You just wanted to jump in the screen and beat the guy up yourself. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say on when I Saw the Devil. Now let's go to number one. My number one pick, it's going to be... This is just one I had to throw up. It's not my favorite movie. I do love this movie. I do enjoy it. But it's not my favorite movie. I just can't see this movie get remade. Honestly, I just can't. I just don't see it happen. It just would be a fail. They cannot spark the magic like the original, and I'm talking about Jaws. That's my number one, is Jaws. I just don't see Jaws getting remade. It's gonna happen. Trust me, it's gonna happen. This is fucking Hollywood. But when it happens, I just don't see it. What made the original great was, I mean, the shark. It wasn't working. I mean, so that's the kind of the magic in it. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna build. First of all, the shark's gonna probably be CGI. It's gonna look pretty fake. And let's just say if they decide to do an animatronic shark, what are they gonna do? Bang on it and make it break and say, "Oh, maybe the magic might happen the second time." I don't know. I just don't see that magic like the original. And we've had so many shark movies from now. I mean, we just had Meg. That it's not gonna have that fear like the original. I mean, when the original first came out, it scared the shit out of people. And a lot of people didn't want to swim because of it. It's just not going to. I mean, we've had Deep Blue Sea. We have Sharknado, for God's sake. Nobody's gonna be scared like how it was in the original back in the day. That's just my opinion. It's just a movie that it's just, you can't remake it. You just can't remake it. Anyways, that is just my top 3 of movies I feel should not be remade. They're probably going to get remade, but if I had the power, I would always say no, no, no about those 3 movies. Now I want to hear the 2 YouTubers that had their hear their top 3, the YouTubers I called out. And also, you guys out there, if you guys do videos and you want to give out your top 3, go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead and do it. Or just type down below and let me know what your top 3 is. But I'd rather see a video. I'd rather hear you speak your opinion and why. And it's much more easier. It's much more interesting that way. Not easier, interesting. I think it's easier to type it. But anyways, you guys get the point. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll probably do some more top in the next couple weeks or so when I come up with some more ideas. But it's Key on the Movie King, and remember to subscribe to those guys' channels. Subscribe to them. Don't forget about my channel. Subscribe to those 2 guys' channel, and subscribe to hear their opinion, hear their top 3. It's Key on the Movie King, signing off.